everyone, welcome back to Iglo Styles. If you're new here, welcome. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and please leave your notification bell on so that you won't miss any video from us. To all our old subscribers, welcome back again. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching our videos. Welcome. So in today's video, I am going to be making a granny stitches or stitch hat. This is gonna be my first granny stitch hat, granny stitch ruffle hat video. So I am going to be using 50 gram. This is 50 gram 100% acrylic yarn. So I'm going to be using brown and pink. It's cute. The color is just so cute. So what you're gonna need a needle, a hook, a scissors, stitch marker, and a needle. So let's get straight into the video. So I am going to be putting this aside because this is what we're going to use for the last part. So now I'm going to divide my yarn into two. I'm going to put this and this aside. So now what we're going to start is make sure you leave enough room. I'm going to use this side of the hook. It's 3.5, but I'm going to be using the three section. So now some people, they make a ring, but for me, the easy part for me, both of them are easy, but I go around the yarn, twist, turn over, bring it to the first section. Now I'm going to chain 1, 2, and 3, yarn over and bring it to the little circle and single crochet. After you single crochet, this is 1, 2, and 3. The first chains that you make is our starting point. So now we're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, yarn over and bring it to the same circle. Make sure you protect the side of your work. You yarn over, you go again in the same circle, you yarn over. Make sure it's gonna give you like 3 sections. See that how our work is looking? Let's go again. 1 and 2, yarn over, go to the same circle, you make 3 again, you get 2 chain again, yarn over, it gives you 4. So now you have to close your circle. Make sure your circle is closed. What I do sometimes, I take it out because it keep giving me a hard time, and close it. Make sure it's tight a little bit. So I am going to place this back again on the inside. So now what you're going to do is chain 2 again, 1 and 2, then close the circle. Remember you started from 1, 2, and 3. From the top up here, you close it. I'll just go ahead and, you know what, and tie it. since it's in my way. Okay, do that one more time. Okay, so now some people they cut the yarn, but for me I am just going to go underneath this first chain, or this first how you call it, row. Sometimes the words be losing. I lost. You make half crochet underneath it. If it's too hard for you, you can use your own way that you know best. You go under the next one, you come to this next center, you go underneath it and make half crochet. Now you see how your work, this is how your work's supposed to look like. So now chain 1, 2 and 3, you yarn over, you go into the same space and make a double crochet. You go into the same space, make a double crochet, go, yarn over, you skip this three section and go to this next space, make a double crochet, make a double crochet 3 times, then you chain 2, 1 and 2, you go back into the same space 3 times. This is how it's supposed to look like. Then you go back again. This time you're not going to chain 2, you just yarn over and come to this next space right here. 1, chain 1, sorry, 2, you make it 3, you make it 3, then now you chain 1 and 2, you go back into the same space, back into the same space, you go back into the same space 3 times. You come now next to this space right here, you yarn over, come back to this space, you make 3, you go 3 times, 3 cluster. See that? This is how your work's supposed to look like. Yarn 1 and 2 and go back into the same space. 1 and 2, 3. You're done with that. Yarn over. This was our starting point. So now what you're going to do is yarn over and come to the space. You go 1, you go 2, and you go 3, and you chain 2, 1 and 2. Now you slip stitch. You slip stitch. For some, they will cut it at this point and start on this side, but what I am going to do is make half crochet underneath this one, go, underneath this one, go, and come to this next one, slip stitch and chain 3, 2 and 3. You go into the same space, 1, this is 1 already, then this is 2, then this is 3, then this is 3. Bam. See that? You yarn over, go into this 1, you go 2, you go 3, then you chain 2, 1 and 2, you go back into the same space, you yarn over, go back into the same space 3 times. See that? Yarn over, go to the next space 3 times, 2 and 3. See how we look now? You yarn over, you come here, so you see how they line up. You go 1, you go 2, you go 3, you go, this is 3, so now you chain 2, 1 and 2, you go back into the same space, back into the same space, back into the same space 3 times. See how it looks? You come now to the next space, you go 1 and you go 2, you go 3. So this is how you're going to be doing it over and over. Here and 1, go into the same space just like we did earlier. It's just a repeat on replay. Repeat on replay. Goes 1, 2, 3. See that? You come back 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, same space. So this is how it's supposed to look like. Slip stitch, back up here, bam. Now you go underneath this section, slip stitch, slip stitch, then you go underneath here and slip stitch. You chain 1, 2 and 3. See that? So you just need to do the same pattern until you reach 4. Then I'll show you how to do how to change color. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. You just need to keep repeating the same pattern. But when we reach to the pink, I'm gonna show you guys what to do next. So you do the same thing over and over. Slip stitch. You're going to cut off this yarn. You can tie it if you want to. So this is where the pink going to come in. We're going to start from this section with the pink. Make 3 chains. You go to the same stitch just like we did. It's just something similar. Yarn over, come to the next one. So now at this point it's your opportunity to hide this thread right here. I normally go back and forth with it, so everybody got their own way how they hide their threads. So now 1. So it's just the same pattern. And go to the next one. Make your 3. You make 1 and 2. You come to the same stitch, the same space, and make 3. Tell me this is not beautiful. It is beautiful, huh? So now you make 3. It's just the same pattern. We go all around. So for this, so now we have 2 left. Yarn over, come to the same chain. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 2. You make slip stitch like we did earlier on and close it. For it to be tight, you chain 1, you cut your yarn. So this is what it's supposed to give you. So now we're going to make this 5 of this, one already down, so we're going to be needing 4 more of this. Then I'll show you the next part, how to join them, how to put them together. Going to arrange them. This is going to be the middle. Make sure they are in the wrong side, but for right now this is on the good sides. So this is how it's supposed to look like. So now I'm going to start sewing together. I'm going to start with these two right here. So this is the good side, so I have to make sure they match together. So this is the wrong side of it. Okay. So now to stitch it together, I have to take this hook handle, this chain, and bring it underneath right here in the middle, and do the same for over here. You bring it out, then you bring it inside. You go again, 1, for it to be tightened up, and go back inside the same hole. Let's do this. See, bring it back inside here, out. Okay, so now instead of going underneath it, we have to be going like in between spaces, like this. From in here, we're gonna go in here, go to the next one. See, grab the next one, you pull it out and go in, pull it out and go. Go in, pull it out and go. Don't make it too tight. Okay. Don't make it too tight. So go in here and go. Go again in here and go. In here and go. Make sure you don't make it too tight. Don't make it too tight. So now because of space, I'm just gonna finish up from this end to this end, then I'll show you guys what to do. So yeah, this is almost towards the end. You go back again in the same cycle underneath it and pull. So remember, this right here, this one is the middle of the hat. So now I'm going to grab another one from the wrong side and join it to this section. See it? I am going to go, instead of on top, I am going to go underneath. See that? Pull. See? Do the same thing. No. Yarn over, go under, and pull. So I'm going to tack down all the way down. So now I'm done with this. So now I'm just gonna take my other yarn, my other granny square, connect it on this side, and I'm gonna do the same for that one. Until then, I'll get to you guys what to do next. I'll tell you guys what to do next. So now I'm doing my final rounds. This is how your work's supposed to look like. Looks like a cross, huh? This is your good side of your work, and this is the wrong side of your work. So now, instead of me cutting off the yarn, I am going to get connected and stitch this section together. I'm going to fold it up. Remember, I came from all the way up here. So now we're going to connect these two sides. I'm gonna make my chain, then bring it to the next space and pull. Make sure it's not too tight. So now we're gonna take it all the way in, take it all the way down towards this end. Then you have to do the same thing for this section, and this section. Okay, so this is towards the end. So if you like, you can hide your chains, or if you like, you can keep them. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna keep them there because they're in my way. So now this is the end. This is what your work's supposed to look like. If you like, this is the moment you can stitch off the remaining excess yarn. You can stitch them off, or you wait at the end of your work. So now I'm going to flip it over. If you like, you can leave it like this, or you can start the ruffle. But anyway, can we start the ruffle now? No. So now what you're going to do is, since we came from the inside, we're going to make a chain, a half crochet inside one of these, half crochet, and pull it up. Okay, half crochet, no, slip stitch actually. So now make 1, 2, and 3. So now we're going to be making double crochet in each stitch, double crochet in each, all the way around. So now I've stitched all the way around. So now we have to start making the ruffles. So I have two types of way making the ruffle. Which one is comfortable for you? You can go ahead and do that. Make your 3 chain. First, the first one you can do like single crochet you can do like single crochet like 5 times in each space, like this. Like this. Or the second one, you can make your chain 3, you yarn over again, and go into the next space of your work. You go 1, you make again, you yarn over again, you go into the same space, you go 2, 3, making 4, you yarn over, you go again in the same space, you go for 5 times. This is 3, that's 4, because the chain 3 is counted. So now you go again, you go to the next space right here. So this is what you're going to be doing all around, or you can use double crochet. You enter 5, you make 5 cluster in one space all the way around, or you can use this pattern, or if you have any other pattern to make your ruffle, you can feel free to make it. I just feel like this one, it gives me a double standard of space. It gives me a double standard to be fast like. So this is the outcome of the hat. This is how it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like the excess parts on the inside. I'm going to be using my darning needle to get this the excess yarns out.